Okay, we've dropped down off of Sullivan Pass and left Yellowstone, and now we're headed towards Cody, Wyoming. And we're approaching the mountainous region, following a little river.
I think we're coming down out of the mountains to a valley between two mountain ranges, I think is what actually is happening here. We just passed a sleeping giant ski area back there. Beautiful, beautiful area.
Try to capture some of the beauty of the canyon we've been coming down.
Can you see those pinnacles up there?
Yeah.
Right in front of us?
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous canyon.
Well, pretty interesting stop for lunch in, I think it's called Graybull, Wyoming. We're between mountain ranges, and down off of the one where Yellowstone was. And we're at an air museum, is what this place is over here that I just panned away from. Air museum for firefighters and I don't know what else. Oh, let's see. Some really pretty buttes over here. Yeah, really get them. I'll walk over. Yeah, I'm taking this from inside the little cover that we had our lunch at. As far as what the view is like out there, you can see the bodies from the airplanes that they've dismantled. But these are those. Oops, I passed it by. The red buttes and so forth. The red dirt. Doing a great job of narrating this, aren't I? Here, the grasshoppers. There's some more plants that they've been dismantling. Kind of interesting, but probably kind of boring for those of you who are currently watching this now, saying, "What the heck is he recording all that stuff for?"
We're approaching Shell Canyon, Wyoming. And the color on these rocks is really fabulous.
Climbing into the Bighorns?
Climbing into the Bighorn Mountains. Up there. Really pretty area.
This is now at the speed. They obviously closed this one there.
Yep. Looking back down the canyon that we've been climbing called the Shell Canyon. Been doing a series of switchbacks. I don't know if the road is visible down there or not. Yeah, there it is. Really gorgeous area. There's a real deep gorge. Going back up into the back country.
different type of beauty around every corner, huh?
Yeah. Real bumpy and blurry, but we think that might be Devil's Tower off in the distance.
Alright, I'll get the camera bouncing up. Well, you know what you can do is you can pan out and you can see the silhouette of it.
I got a close-up of it.
Any movement?
Just barely see the top of it.
Yep, it is. South Dakota. Right there. Welcome to the Black Hills.
Thank you.
That was quite a long day on the road, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an interesting day on the road. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was a long day on the road, but it was totally beautiful. It was really a unique day on the road. Wasn't totally beautiful?
I thought some of the roundness down on the flats got a little boring.
So we finally got to the interstate at 3:35 this afternoon. So we got to the campground at 8 o'clock this evening. So that was 12 hours on the road, 510 miles today.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is the Mikelson Trail. So I'll run the battery down so I can recharge it tonight. See you later.
Bye-bye.
So here we are on the Mikelson Trail. I'm Susan. It's a Saturday, so it's fairly active. There's a lot of people on the trail today. Give you an idea of what the surroundings look like. Pan out as soon as she comes by. Morning, Susan.
Hi.
Enjoying your ride?
Yes, I am.
This is a beautiful spot. It was really neat coming down through the woods and so forth because we caught all sorts of different views of this little rock abutment up here. But it's very nice. Interesting little item I noticed along the Mikelson Trail that I wanted to take a picture of. Okay. I don't know how long ago it was parked there. What was that bird that we just saw, Susie?
Probably a hawk. Peregrine falcon.
Pretty bird.
Mm.
So the trail is a loose gravel, which has a lot of resistance actually. So when you've been biking it, you certainly feel it in your legs. Much like what we felt on the C&O Canal, but we didn't have this 8mm camcorder to carry with us back then. Now, these buffalo are different from the ones that we saw in Yellowstone because these bison are being raised domestically for the restaurants around here, I would say. But they do present a pretty picture out there in the field. Buffalo burgers, buffalo steak. We're following 385 now.
Mm-hmm.
385 is up, and I guess I still have it on telephoto. Do I? Yeah, I did. No, not really. So we are probably about 2 miles north of Pringle, South Dakota, and I would say we're probably about 50 miles north of Nebraska. Okay, here we are on the Mikelson Trail on a nice sunny day. Actually, what we've been doing is that we've been playing what do you call it, Susan?
I think we're on the Rosie.
Yeah, cat and mouse with this electrical storm over here. And we've been very, very fortunate because when we've been starting to turn into it, we get right near its edge, then suddenly the trail would turn away. And as it appears right now, the trail, according to the map, will continue to pull us away from it, thank goodness, because it's pretty dark over there and a lot of electrical activity. We are constantly fascinated at how the terrain keeps changing in this on this trail. In fact, it changes constantly. And can't read that. There's another couple of names up there, but this is a up there, Susan. She wanted to get me in the picture this time. There, how's that? Any? I'll give you the camera in just a second. Anyway, here's a canyon that we just came to. And we finally got rained on just a short while ago. No electrical activity, thank goodness. But the other thing I'd noticed is that, hold on a second, let me go up above. The thing I'd noticed is that as I pan around here, and you see Susan standing along the trail, if you look off in the distance, it looks like it flattens out again down below. So we obviously come back out of this canyon, which is pretty much been what the terrain has been like the whole time that we've been out here, is that it just, whether it was Yellowstone or coming across through, what was those mountain ranges we crossed, honey?
Oh.
The Bighorns?
Yep.
And how everything changed there so dramatically. So now I'm going to give the camera to Susan, who will take it from me and put me in the picture, I assume. It's recording now. Yeah, here I am on vacation. I'm going to fold up mine and put it back in the pouch. You already did yours?
Yeah.
Pretty canyon though, isn't it?
Yeah.
My packs are filthy.
That's what rain
This
and
is,
trail dust mixed
Yeah,
together.
rain and trail dust. Aren't the gorgeous legs, I tell you. I've never seen anything quite so attractive in my life. Look at those kneecaps. Mine are not a whole lot better. But I think that somehow Susan's have mine beat. I don't know why, but those are really filthy feet, I tell you.
Yep. Okay, it's Sunday. We're up above Edgemont. You can see the bluffs in the back. Scanning around.
That fog bank is probably Nebraska.
You can see Edgemont off in the distance. That's where we spent the night. In the background, you can hear all those lovely little doggies.
Those guys are pissed.
We climbed up the trail on this bluff and followed, herded all of those guys.
Right in the road in front of us. In fact, we were within...
I'm going to stand back and show you the poopy in the road. There was a lot of poopy in the road.
We must have been herding 30 of them to 40 of them at a time, wouldn't you think?
Easily.
All of them just compacted on the trail right in front of us. And we got within probably 10, 15 feet at times when they slowed down. We had to holler to get them running again.
And they're somewhat unhappy with us right now.
So if you get another video of us and we're still alive, it means that we got through this field okay, because we're still not through it yet.
So I think maybe we'll move along now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, recording, are you?
Yeah.
There you are. Well, I have one question for you.
All right.
Why do I get more of these than you?
Here we are on the Mikelson Trail, day 2, first flat tire. And of course it's Rick.
I got another question for you. Why is it that one couple, she did all the tire changing and I have to do all the tire changing for us?
I'm the navigator.
Oh, that's a good reason.
We're standing on a bridge about 10 miles from Edgemont, maybe 12. And it's really gorgeous. And today we're not dodging any rain clouds, so we can enjoy the ride. Yesterday, coming through this area, we were a little nervous because of the rain, the thunder, the lightning.
You were a lot nervous.
But this morning, it's just perfectly clear and gorgeous out. changes his tire. I'll sign off now.
So this is the trailhead that is 16 miles north of Edgemont. It's 9:47 in the morning. And the sky is a lot less ominous than yesterday afternoon when we came through here. We just came out of those hills over there. We're stopped at 2 trees here. We have to head up to those hills up there, and that's once we get into the hills. I guess there's a couple of pastures that we go to, but generally we'll be back in the hills, and that's it. We're stopped here to have a Cliff Bar and a rest before we climb the next 16 to 20 miles. If I sound winded, it's because I hustled up here to get Susan's video. For the area, we just came off of a long flat area. Well, not exactly flat, but we've been climbing. Hello. She comes to a screeching halt. Halt. Well, this is an area that yesterday we were right on the edge of the thunderstorm as we start to head through this next section. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So we just came out of the flats where we were exposed, and up ahead we'll twist into the trees and the hills again, which is always a little more pleasant than being out in the open. Although being out in the open's been nice.
I think we have more flats to go through.
Yeah, but they're shorter flats, not like the long flat that we just went through. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
See ya. You don't recall what the name is?
No.
Hmm?
No. I think the guy we met on the trail today called this Mount Harney or something like that. It's the tallest peak in South Dakota. The sky just has it illuminated so beautifully. This is outside our campground. Our campsite, not campground. The clouds are just gorgeous. I'll pan around and show you our campsite. Steaks on the grill. Here comes the old cowpoke himself.
Hi there.
What's over here?
Watch out, Wesley. Wesley, that's the road, bud. Stay over there by the rock. Wes. Stay over by the rock. Wesley, watch the rock.
The needles.
The needles.
see, you can lean forward and see up above. Pretty neat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn on the headlights. Those are the cathedral spires, is what those are called. Yeah. What were those called? We just went by them.
Cathedral towers?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Cathedral peaks, something like that?
Well, since we just saw it on the video that we were watching, we'll know what these are called. Beautiful, beautiful area. We're obviously in the Black Hills, which we haven't mentioned.
On the Needles Highway.
And it's probably called the Needles Highway because of that area that we were just at where we parked.
Yeah, that was the eye of the needle. That one area was...
Is that anything like Eye of the Tiger?
No, it was like the eye of a needle.
Oh, okay. This is Custer, South Dakota. Taking a picture of this building just because on our bike ride yesterday, we stopped. And what is that? Is that a cappuccino place, a little cafe?
Yeah, I'm going to store it.
All right, and bought sandwiches, and then sat outside of these little picnic tables. But it's on the historic registry because, you can't read it from here, but it was established a long time ago. It's like the kind of bank that Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid would knock off. And it's just looking down Main Street. Right back there. Let's see. The visitor center is back there, and right behind it is the Mikelson Trail running back there, just this side of the green grass. Well, here we are at Crazy Horse Memorial, the Crazy Horse Mountain. I don't know what they really call it. Probably Crazy Horse Mountain, huh?
They do call it Crazy Horse Mountain.
You can see the scaffolding up on top of the head. You can see the equipment there. It is a work in process, and it's been in process, which surprised me, since 1948. We'll know more after we go through the historical area here on the right. This is inside of a Lakota Indian teepee. And Susan, you want to come back in? Kind of get a reference to the size.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If those of you in the sculptor's home, studio, and the Indian Museum, who are the models and the work on the mountain, will you please come to the main lobby and go into the theater? The orientation program will begin in 1 minute. Thank you. If you're interested in taking a bus ride to the bottom of Crazy Horse Mountain, you can meet the bus driver in the parking lot now. The bus will be leaving in 3 minutes.
Well, we finally found a large herd of buffalo, and we are in Custer State Park. Sun's not right, but I think that this will be okay. Swinging around, and you can get a sense of all of them that are out there. Expect to see, this guy's a pretty noisy eater. Expect to see Kevin Costner out there somewhere. Excuse you. Excuse you again. I don't know if he's burping or just grunting. Yeah, we have Missouri. Anyway, continuing on. You can certainly see how extensive this is. It's pretty neat. Coming back to Moses here. He doesn't seem to be grunting anymore. He sure is chowing down. I know I'm not outside the car. I'm sitting inside the car, looking out the car window. Because that's why they say you're supposed to view these things. This guy looks like he's thinking about crossing the road. And yes, he is.
Here comes baby. Oh, don't leave me.
Well, maybe that wasn't this guy. Maybe that was this gal.
Yeah, it was, because I could see her.
So this guy hasn't stopped chewing. There goes the two that just crossed the road a moment ago. And that was some big testicles. He just picked up his leg and clomped. Well, that's enough for now. See you later. That's the guy that was eating right next to us right there. So, as Susan was saying while the video recorder was off, it's good that the guy that was in the car in front of us got inside of his car and pulled away.
Here come a bunch.
Grass is always greener on the other side of the road.
You could always tell the mom and babies, because they're real close together.
But, you know, I can't tell the difference between the male and the female, can you?
Well, when they're walking, you can, because I can see her tits hanging down.
And no scrotum.
No scrotum, I mean, pretty obvious. Oh,
Whoa.
geez, look at them run.
Well, hey, spread your legs so we can see what you are.
Well, now see, this is a male. You can see his...
Yeah, you can see that he's clearly a male.
The females don't have that.
Well, of course. Now that I know.
Well, that's how you can tell.
Okay, this time we're going to fade out again. I don't know if that's enough of a lesson in bison anatomy for everybody. But it is pretty neat seeing them all here.
Yeah.
They're just everywhere. Everywhere. So we're going to see a
Now
South
see,
Dakota.
Here comes a female, right there.
No. Okay, well. Yep, there is a difference. But they all have horns, which is rather interesting.
Except the babes.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this is a South Dakota buffalo mosaic. This guy seems a little unhappy and lost.
Yeah. Poor thing. Where's your mommy?
Hey there, buddy. Hello there.
Look at his little tiny horns on the top of his head.
This is, there's the monument over there.
Oh, yeah.
There's Mount Rushmore. And here's a little goat. Stuck in the road.
Lost.
This is, what kind of a goat is this?
It's a mountain goat.
It's a mountain goat, baby mountain goat?
I think it's a baby one. He's awfully little and his horns are hardly formed.
Well,
What's that lost?
yes he does.
I wonder if Mom's around.
I don't know.
He looks like he's looking. Yep. It's not very clear.
Is it out of focus?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably because you have lost it. Well, since we've been here before, this is as close as we're going to get to the Mount Rushmore National Monument. Or Mount Rushmore National Memorial. We don't really feel there's a need to walk in. Here's the entrance. Actually, the admittance is free. However, they charge you a $8 fee to park in this beautiful parking lot that we're standing in, which we did not have to pay because our rental car has a sticker. There's the moon. Not quite full. Should be, Susan's predicting a full moon on Wednesday, did you say?
Well, I thought it was going to be yes and tomorrow. But
Yeah, it won't be tomorrow, but it'll be close.
Are those the bad ones?
This is pretty cool. We came around the corner and caught the glimpse of this, which is a different perspective of anything that we've seen on Rushmore before. It's pretty, kind of a cool view, needless to say, as you can see as I frame back out. So that was fun. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Well, this definitely doesn't constitute a herd, but this is what we are experiencing. This is our second one, actually the second and third one, because there was one in the middle of the trail back behind us. But usually when we get close, they start to wander away. We are at our first tunnel. I'm going to try to see if I can hop on my bike and start riding. Oops, hold on. Hard to start with just one hand. Tunnel number one. One.
That's neat.
Huh?
That is so neat.
Yes, it is. Pretty cool. Well, how was your ride through Tunnel A?
That's neat.
Okay.
I'm at the far end of tunnel number 2. Trying to get Rick coming through it. Can't get him into focus yet. There he is. These are
the natural rock in here. That's really cool. It's also dripping.
yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
That's cool. Actually, it was very cool in there also, wasn't it? Smell the creosote
Yeah.
and the timbers on the other end. Well, the beauty of this ride this morning is just impossible to describe. Just we've, I guess you could say that we've been in the mountains all day. We're currently climbing. We had been going downhill for quite some time. In fact, today, this is an 8-mile climb, Susan? An area that we just came to. Following a brook, we followed a brook that was going quite a while, but the water was, we were going with the flow because we were going downhill, and then we reached the bottom and they turned away, and now we're climbing, so that's why the water is flowing towards us. And here's Susan having another gourmet meal along the Mikelson Trail. And we're in Roquefort? Is Is that how you pronounce it? Rochford. Population 25, elevation 5,305 feet. It was a choice of either sitting out here in front of the post office meeting or having lunch at the Irish Gulch or the Moonshine Gulch Saloon. So we just opted to have lunch right out here in the shade. Quite a metropolis here. Like that was Rochford University, as I recall. Yep, University of Rochford. This is not the trail. This was the road we had to get off the trail to come. Now this is where we stayed last night in Deadwood, South Dakota, at the Bullock Hotel, which is a rather historic building in the city of Deadwood. And in fact, what is the building? 1895. Very nice refurbished hotel. Only drawback is the fact that, like many old buildings, the pipes make a lot of noise when people use the water. Today's forecast is for partly cloudy skies and showers and thunderstorms, so we may get rained on today going back. Time will tell. Just a sweep of Main Street here in Deadwood. Okay, why is the auto date on? August 25th, 1999. I'm surprised that that's on because I recorded in Deadwood this morning, I thought. Makes me wonder if I screwed up and didn't record. Anyway, here we are on the Mikelson Trail. We are north of Rochford, and Susan is busy cleaning the cow shit off of her legs because we, huh? Actually, Susan was lucky because she just got it on her legs. Yesterday, I almost got it in my mouth because I had cow shit on my water bottle and didn't realize it, and drank some water, put the water bottle back, and had poop all over my hands. And it was just an inch from being from the top of my water bottle. Otherwise, I would have had, that would have been a cowpoke for sure. But I would have been spewing big time. So anyway, we biked out of Deadwood this morning, climbed, how many miles, Susan? 13? 13 miles? How would you rate the climb?
The most difficult we've done on the whole 200 miles.
Yeah, actually, it's not really, they don't have the old railroad bed in part of it, so it's very steep, and sections we had to walk up.
Yeah,
but
we walked.
Nobody could ride that, I don't believe, not with packs anyway. But at any rate, that's all for now. Ta-ta. Well, we're nearing the top of the last grade. What time is it, Susan?
What time is it?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to 3?
4.
10 minutes? No. What time does it say on that clock?
16:49.
16:49. That means that it's actually 14:49 here. So it's about 10 minutes to 3. And Susan's been riding on a slash tire in Tunnel C, which was about how many miles ago? Maybe 8. Put about a 3/4 inch gash in her rear tire. Cut right through the tire and into the tube, and we've patched it and it's held so far, thank goodness, otherwise we would be hiking out of here. So hopefully it will hold all the way back to Hill City, which is downhill from the top of this grade, which we probably have only about 3/4 of a mile to a mile to climb yet. So hopefully we'll make it back all the way without having to walk. Goodness, hang in there, tire. Well, here comes Susan. I'm huffing and puffing again because I hurried up here to beat her to the motorhome to get her picture, finishing her ride on the Mikelson Trail. And here she comes. She doesn't have any road sores, no blisters on her bottom,
Road sores that we can see.
and her tire held up all the way, no problemos. So, what's your reaction to the Mikelson Trail? 8 hours. Today was 8 hours and 10 minutes. How many miles total?
223.62.
223.62 of very beautiful cycling. Thank you so much, Rails to Trails, for running the article on this trail. I'm taking this shot for Ben and Jessica just so they can see how spacious our campsite was here in Hill City compared to the lousy space that we had over in Gardner. And nice view of Harney Peak, which is that's Harney Peak, Susan?
Excuse me?
Harney Peak?
Harney.
Harney, which is the highest point in South Dakota, which is right up there. 7,000, do you remember?
No.
7,500 and something, or 7,700 something. Look it up on the map. Well, it's a pretty toasty morning here in the Badlands. I don't know what the temperature is, but already it must be in the 80s, wouldn't you say?
Probably low 80s.
So since we've got videos of the Badlands on another tape, we won't do a whole lot of it. We just wanted to record the moment. So here's a moment. Want to do a narrative?
We're on Route 240, which is the Badlands Loop. And these peaks that you see jutting up are what we think we've seen in the distance both times coming to the Badlands. Considerably different from the Badlands of North Dakota that we saw in Teddy Roosevelt Park. Much more color, much less green. Here we are entering Iowa, leaving South Dakota. Crossing what river is that?
You make me smile!
Alright, 2 weeks ago today we crossed the Mississippi in Minnesota, and today we're crossing it from Iowa into Illinois. It's a bit bigger down here than it was the first time we crossed it 2 weeks ago.
The road's a little more active also.
There's the mighty Mississippi. And you tell me where the state line is, because I can't see
It
it.
doesn't look like it's here in the middle of the river. I haven't seen the state line yet. It's muddy. Looks a lot bigger here than the last place. Yeah?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, by now we're in Illinois. There's a welcome sign right there. Well,
Alright, there's the Welcome to Illinois sign.
the people of Illinois welcome you. You can they say take alternate if possible.
We just crossed from Illinois into Indiana in the middle of a real bad traffic. We're running way behind schedule, way over mileage. So I'm gonna turn it off. Bye-bye. Well, it's Saturday morning. We're heading from Indiana into Michigan again. We're on a little country road, gonna cut across Michigan. There it is. And head towards Detroit and into Ontario. So we'll sign off until then.
Don't sign out yet.
Okay.
What you left us off yesterday trying to figure out what was going on when we crossed into Indiana. What was going on is that I had calculated 510 miles, but I misadded. We actually had 610 miles calculated for yesterday. So that was to answer that question.
Okay. Can I sign off now?
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Well, here we are on the at the toll booth to cross the Ambassador Bridge to go into Ontario, Canada. Saturday morning, August 28th. Our next to the last day on the road. And I'll turn it off until we get across. right out Rick's window. Well, this is the inspection border. Haven't seen any Welcome to Canada signs, but
Probably get one once we get through here.
corner, we will see a Welcome to Ontario, Canada sign. Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So, one more border crossing. 2 more states.
Canadian currency? Oh, I got
So it is Sunday, the last leg of our journey, and we are crossing the bridge from Cornwall, Ontario, into what I think is Cornwall, New York, but I'm not real sure. Well, we've crossed 2 bridges now. We appear to be in the United States. We're approaching the customs office. So the next time I sign on, it will be because we're back home in Vermont.
See the welcome to the USA?
Oh, yeah, there's the Welcome to the USA sign.
New York on the other side.
Okay, here we are, leaving New York and crossing the bridge at Rouse's Point across Lake Champlain.
Crossing a bridge that we've driven a lot more times than we've liked.
And we are entering our last state of the trip. Right there at the top of the bridge. Vermont state line.
See the Green Mountains?
There's the Green Mountains off in the distance.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Okay, I'm starting to tape the way we ended it, only in reverse. Home sweet home.
Well, the grass doesn't look too bad. It needs to be mowed, but it's not disastrous.
So did you have a good time, Rick?
I had a wonderful time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
That's it. You want me to give you the mileage? 4842.3. Your light's flashing. Does that mean you're recording or does that mean you're out of tape? Or you just waiting until you run out of tape?
I just waited till I run out of tape.
4,842.3.